the Hellenic Institute of Marine Technology. It is a very well esteemed establishment, a non-profitable organization that has a very good reputation in the Greek shipping industry. It was established in 1972, so we are now active for 52 years. And our main purpose is to be the hub, the interconnection between the academia and the industry in matters that concern maritime technology. So our members are mainly academic professors from the technical universities, but from other universities as well as technical managers or companies or representatives of technical companies that market mainly technological, innovative products to the Greek and international shipping industry, of course. So we have our main activities, as I said before, to bring together academia and industry, and for that we do a lot of events. Our main event, our head event, is the annual Maritime Technology Conference that we form every November or December. This year it will take place at 10 and 11 of December in the foundation of Viennidis. And it really has a very big scientific part and also an industrial, let's say, part when innovative technologies from companies and supporters of Hellenic present themselves to the industry. As a matter of fact, if we want to summarize the challenges for maritime industry at the moment, we will say two very well-known words at the moment: decarbonization and digitalization. Of course, we are in a transforming, let's say, period for the industry and especially for shipping, because we need to decarbonize, which means that we don't longer depend on the carbon fuels, on the conventional fuels that we use, heavy fuel oil and diesel at the moment, and want to find new alternatives. Unfortunately, at the moment, we don't know exactly which these alternatives will be, and if it's just one or, let's say, a bundle of alternative fuels and energy products. So this is a big challenge. Already, IMO, the International Maritime Organization, as well as the European Union, and of course other big states like China, US, etc., they try to put on legislation that will lead to decarbonization until 2050, but unfortunately, the technology is not mature at the moment. So the role of the Institute is exactly to help all these new technologies to evolve, to present themselves in conferences, in other events, in presentations, in order for the industry to decide and for the laboratories and the institutions, the academic institutions, to head their research in the specific fields. From the other point of view, digitalization is very significant at the moment, as we need very much to exploit all this data and big data that we have now through Internet of Things, using artificial or augmented intelligence, and of course with a vision, let's say, that in the next years we will lead shipping to automation in a way, in the first stage with unmanned vessels and with automated vessels as well. So really, digitalization will play a critical role, and not only in the operational point of view, but also in decarbonization, helping decarbonization, especially with the use of artificial intelligence to help us with fuel efficiency. As a matter of fact, safety is really an evolving and critical issue for shipping for the next years because of this technical transformation of shipping. Until now, for more than 100 years, we have a fuel, heavy fuel oil mainly, that it has its problems, but in general it was safe, especially for the seafarers and for the day-to-day operation. It was a non-explosive, not so easy flammable product that we know how to handle it. We had all the supply chain and we have all the processes needed to have a safe operation. Now that we talk about new energy products, we have a concern that we have not already made all the assessments to know how safe is that for the seafarers and also for the environment. For example, when we talk about hydrogen, which is a very high explosive energy product and a very dangerous one, or even more for ammonia, which doesn't contain any carbon, but it's highly toxic. All this really concerns us a lot about what will happen when we have a mass, let's say, substitution of carbon fuels, conventional fuels, with these fuels. Of course, there are other solutions that could go, for example, biofuels or fuels, oil from plastic waste pyrolysis that could be as safe as heavy fuel oil. But we don't know if we go to that. Even more, we talk about now nuclear propulsion, which really is a very new thing. We use it only in other uses, but not in merchant shipping. And we have technologies that are more safe than the land technologies, but we don't know yet how this evolved. And as a matter of fact, we have a concern because there is no, let's say, a great environmental study about what will be the effects when, let's say, 50-60% of heavy fuel oil will be substituted with all these new products, hydrogen, ammonia, or nuclear power. So there are really concerned because we don't have enough work on that. We don't have very good assessments on that. That's why IMO is concerned about this subject. And as a matter of fact, the Hellenic Institute of Marine Technology has a commission, is committed that we will perform with the help of our members, in a voluntarily basis, of course, with the help of our members, to assess all these new products when they will have a mass use of them in the future after 2035, for example, to see what will happen to our oceans, what will happen to our seafarers, and what will happen in general to the environment when we use in a massive way all these new products.